What's up, y'all? It's your girl Taylor Whaley here, and I'm sitting down with my special guest.
Cindy Lampy.
And we are back for Let's Be Real, y'all. Don't forget to call us up 678-466-5483. Again, that is 678-466-5483. And y'all, we're about to get into some real little touchy subject about letting go and when to let go. So, Sydney, my question to you, my sister, is right. How do you know when it is time to let go of something? Not even just relationships, just something in general.
Okay. First of all, I'm somebody who's always positive, even when I don't see like the good in them. I'm like, all right, this thing has a use or something like that. But whenever I have to let go of something is when I reach the point where I have really put in the effort and there's nothing coming out of it, and also like come to a self-realization and how this thing has cost me something important, but I had to replace it with that. And so I would say that's when I'm like, you know what, it's time to let go of this.
Right. I agree. So what is something that you've had to let go of?
I know this is kind of cliche, but relationship is number one. I recently had to let go of a major, and it was hard. Do you want me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So with a relationship, I mean, girl, I literally put in everything I had to put in, and I received back, but it was really not, anything that you want to give back. It was just more like, yeah, I'm there, but I'm there because you're really doing what I want you to do. Kind of emotional, abuse. That was when my heart was crushed. I was really down to the T. And I had to sit down like, Cindy, you were better off, and you've spent too much time on this thing, literally wasted my time on this individual, wasted times where I could really spend with friends, always hiding because I didn't want any man to see me and be like, oh, you cute. Yeah, because somebody told me to. But after there was a cheating involved, girl, I know we all don't want to talk about that, but after that, I was like, you know what? I was still going for it because I was like, there's something good. Maybe I'm doing something, but coming to find out, girl, you right. He ain't good. You gotta let go. And also, I would say with my major I used to be a biology major. That was my favorite thing to do. I always want to be a doctor, but I had to really sit down. I lost interest about it. I wasted my time, but there's always you need to sacrifice some things for things that you really want. So I sat down, came to self-realization. I realized, you know what? I like the idea of being a doctor, and of course, is a lot of money being put into this thing. But now I think this is where I let you go.
Right.
We come to the end of the road. And it was hard, but I was like, you know what? It's better off to be without it than to have it and face the consequences that you're like, oh man, I should have. Right. That word I hated. I hate to have it. I should have.
Yeah. So yeah. I feel you. I just had to recently, I'm still letting go. I'm not even gonna flex, but I had to let go of a relationship that I was in because I had lost myself, for one.
Yeah.
I had got cheated on. And between all of it, like, I love him. Like, I love him still. But it's like, you got to love yourself more type thing. Right. And that's when I feel like you have to make the decision on, are you going to stay or are you going to, let it go? Because you can't grow. You can still grow, but it will be very minuscule. You know what I'm saying? It won't be at the same rate, or it won't feel the same versus if you take a break and take some time to yourself. And that's what I'm learning right now. It's just how to be by myself and how to love myself again and figure out things that I like to do. Because it's like I'm about to be 20 next month, and I just feel I'm about to be 20, and I just feel like I got to get my life together. And I feel like everything happened for a reason, and God had showed me in that moment that I do need to learn to love myself again. I need my own space, and that the man who I was with is not ready. You know what I'm saying? We already know boys mature slower than girls.
Right.
So that was just one of them. But just because, and I want to let everybody know this, just because you do let go does not mean that you have to come back to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's your decision at the end of the day. But, like, let's say, like, I get myself together and he gets himself together, and then, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have the option to get back together. It would have to be for the right reasons, and it would have to be, one, because God said this is what you need to do, but because we're both better for each other now. And if we are better, like, we could still be in a relationship, like a loving relationship, and that's one thing. Like, you don't have to be in love. Like, we can still be friends, you know what I'm saying, and still keep that same vibe between each other. But you don't have to run back, you know, to things that hurt you.
Right. And I wanted to add a little bit. This is so unique that we talking about this, because I'm going through the same thing you're going through, sis. You know, of course I do have a love life, you know, but I came to an agreement with this special individual, and we have to work on ourselves, loving ourselves. Like you said, we have to always put it in the hands of God. So of course we did, and it's like the two of us are getting the same thing. Of course, we are going to be together. It was more like, I need to really love myself and know who God has made me to be. So I can, when I'm loving you, I reflect God's love through me to you. So it's unconditional. And also, I have to have a relationship with God, like you mentioned earlier on. If I don't have a relationship with this God who made me, I'm not going to believe the things he said about me, and I'm not even going to be able to have my purpose. Back to that again.
Know what it is.
Right. So if I'm spending the time alone, I'm growing myself as well as growing in my, you know, my walk with him. Just normal, like, okay, I know what I am. I'm not taking no foolishness. Like, you're not about to waste my time. You grow that self-esteem as a woman, just not a woman, but a woman of sorts. You are bold, and you like, yeah, I'm good. And so when he comes in the picture, it's like, all right, I don't babe.
Need you. And that's another thing, just having that independence and that time to yourself really, really grows that. Because I noticed in the beginning, and my friends would say this as well, in the beginning of our relationship, I was way more confident, you know what I'm saying? It was like I was moving better. And then as the relationship was going, I'm not saying like the relationship is why like we went bad. At the end of the day, it's a self thing.
Right.
Because a person only has control over you when you let them. So, so that's why that had all happened. But I was going to say that I lost my train of thought. Go ahead, Sydney, fill me in.
Okay. I got you. You're good. So, like, she was saying she had to learn to know herself.
I got it. I'm back on track. Okay, so I was saying you need that time for independence for yourself so that you can learn to love yourself. Because if you depend on another person, then once that person is gone or something, or if something happened and that person can't provide for you like they usually do, you're not going to know what to do. You're going to be looking like a deer in headlights, boo-hoo, crying because it's like, I can't afford to get grocery, and my tire went flat, I can't. You know what I'm saying? So you got to always keep yourself first. And that's not even just with, like, love relationships, like friendships as well. You know, when I talk about this, too, there's a couple of friendships that I had to let go. And it's nothing wrong with letting go of friends, y'all. If you know that you can be a better person without them. Let me say that, because some friends you just need to have in your corner. But some people who aren't really your friends, who are like, you know, like the fake friends, you gotta like just you got to let that go, because it's not helping you be a better person. Like, I was in this moment where I didn't like a female for valid reasons, but I would let it take too much control of my life. So when every time I see her, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I hate you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to fight you type thing. And it was just, I was feeling some type of way about myself, because I don't like feeling that anger, and I don't like feeling like somebody has control over me. So I had to learn to forgive them, but do not forget at the same time, and just keep on moving. And like you had said earlier, you don't have to be ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you smile at the enemy, it makes them confused.
Right.
So that's that.
Yes, girl. I can't count the number of friends I have lost. But for a good cause, I would always say, like, I lost them to be able to grow myself.
Exactly.
Because sometimes they're hindrance. That one friend who would always, hey, girl, you what you doing? Let's go here. What's the purpose of going there? Nothing. When I could spend the time alone, maybe grooming myself. I could go to the nail shop, get my nails done, take myself out to eat, treat myself, and then I'm just gonna be walking with this friend, and they're not even taking me into a path where it's gonna help me in any way or form. You know what I'm saying? And some of them are leeches too. They drain you.
And everybody should be aware of those type of people, because. And I know, because it's like I attract leeches. Because when you just have a certain energy about you, and you have a certain persona or whatever, when people who are less than you, and that's really what it is, they just less than you. So they want to feel that, or they want to bring you down to their level, because misery love company. So, and the devil love that. Yeah. So when you have people who are leashes in your life, you have to know how to deal with them accordingly. And you have to nip it in the bud right there. I learned that with a lot of relationships, period. Like, say how you feel and mean what you say right then and there. Like, don't let stuff marinate for too long. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. And always be watchful of how the people you have in your life move. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have a friend or somebody who you think is your friend, that whenever you have something going on, like, I make music, so if I have a show or something like that, and I be doing shows, and a friend of mine is like, oh, I won't be able to make it right then, or da-da-da, or never come out support you. That's the thing. Support, or friends who want something for free all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand, like, we cool and everything like that, but if you want me to, like, do something for you that is of a profession of mine, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna charge you full price, but you're not about to just slide on me either. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not with everybody. Like, it's just some friends that you have that you can do that with, but other people, it's dynamics of friendship. So, yeah.
I'll say I agree with that. I have to learn about this thing. There was a guy on YouTube. He was talking about different kinds of friends. You always have to know the one friend, acquaintance, somebody who's gonna associates, all that. And one of his, his little talk shows, he was talking about how you also have to realize who they are to you and their purpose in your life. Because if you don't know that, you just have, like, people just doing things to you, and you're like, I'm always tired, I'm always drained, and then, but you don't know, but it's actually they're leeching off things and being a part of somewhere in your life they're not supposed to. You it's good to have friends, but a friend that's gonna lead you to
the right path. Like, if you always feel like, oh, I'm always in some drama, or like, even people, like, using you for your stuff. Like, if you feel like you got friends who know just because you got a car, you know what I'm saying? Like, they, oh, take me here, take me there. No. Like, those type of people too, like, they all leashes, so you got to learn how to treat them accordingly. But I do feel like those people who are not true friends, who do come and you have to let go, are here to teach you a lesson. Right. There's a lesson in everybody that comes into your life, and there's also blessings as well. Because I feel like if I had never went through what I went through, I wouldn't be the person that I am. Right. But Y'all let us know how y'all feel. Call us up 678-466-5483. We're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back for our last segment, y'all. So stay tuned. It's your girl, Taylor Wayla.
And